Oh my goodness, what's up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Today we talk about something crazy this past weekend when it comes to World Series of Warzone. What some people might have expected, maybe some people didn't expect it to be this dominant, as we have a couple of the most hack-used names in the Warzone space showing up on LAN and winning the entire thing and bringing home with them a good chunk of change at the $1.2 million World Series of Warzone. In case you guys missed it this past weekend, it was won by Shifty alongside Sage and the man himself, Biffle, and it really wasn't even all that close, if we're being honest.
Choke is still up. Go for the 2-peat. Oh my God, the first. Getting a full kill. We needed that. Sage getting knocked. Diaz going in for the trade. We got a flare. Sage is back.
Especially with some floaters. Who knows what they'll be able to do?
Nuke is down.
Top 5 tip.
The boys win this.
All right, this is godly positioning. Shifty with the IGL. Put him in a great spot. Yo, this play is eating. Come on. Oh my God. Free fucking pickings, bro. Nice job.
Cook it up.
Be the
JD, get his perspective ready. Get the S's perspective ready.
Come on.
Come on. Let's see. Sage, come on. Sage. Come on, Sage.
Put him in a body back.
Nice, Sage. Shifty's still up. Shifty. We got the flare. We got the flare. It's looking like the boys are going to take this. Come on. We got this. Game number 2. Game number 2. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go, baby.
And that was early on in game 2, and then ever since that, taking some distance away from Hisoka, and once that distance was achieved, I think by game 4 or 5, people thought this was pretty much wrapped up, but nobody wanted to say it. And well, here are the actual winning moments, and of course his boys getting to see Biffle win on stage. You really couldn't ask for any better picture-perfect ending for Repulse doing the watch party also in London.
Clinch. There we go. Good night. Good night.
Shifty grabs him.
My voice is starting to go away.
To close this thing out in
Oh yeah,
style,
definitely gotta record this.
200
Get the
points
SSPOV ready.
and looming. A 2v2.
Oh, that's such a hard rotate.
with
Is
high
he gonna
ground
get in?
positioning, but not a lot
Nice.
of gas
He got
to
in?
boot. They do make it into position to hold
Still a 2v2.
ultimate high. This is unbelievable.
I just want to see
Shifty
him
down
smile.
is on.
I know
1v1.
one's the signal 50, but
Got
Shifty
this, D.
is
I
down.
think it's
Biffle.
Comic collected.
Last standing here, keeping an eye out on
No,
the
D.
flank.
Come on, D.
Able
Think
to
we know
get
where
the
he's
full
at. Come on, D.
kill.
Right
Come
there.
on, boys.
Diaz versus flank. Diaz versus flank. Shifty's back up. 2v1. 2v fucking 1. 2v fucking 1. 2v fucking 1. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, baby. That's how you go. Straight domination.
So they take that in absolute dominant fashion. Also, I believe all 3 of these guys in the top 5 for frags throughout the entire event as well. When it comes to kill leaderboards, that kind of was changing throughout, but these guys were certainly fragging out, and a large reason why they did perform so well was because of the kills, not just the placement points for this trio. You got to keep an eye on maybe some other trios out there that did maybe unexpectedly, maybe surprised you. You guys can leave comments down below for anyone else looking for that information. I would say Magnificent is certainly going to be some eyes on. I would have to imagine by a lot of people in 50th place. We also have maybe some surprises of some higher expectation players like FIFA Kill, you know, his trio coming back towards the end, but a top 20 finish for FIFA, you expect maybe a bit more. Still love the guy. I would say Joe and Breadman, and I think it's Limax, their third. I love those guys. They showed up and certainly played, I would say, pretty well given the circumstances of how competitive it was going to be. You kept your eyes on Juki's, had a poor start to the games, like a lot of teams did. Juki's trio came back towards the end very, very strong. I believe even winning a game there and bringing them into the top 10. And then we also had eyes on someone like Almond, right? Almond and Noobs and Tommy. They had a huge comeback, a terrible start that really probably cost them the whole thing. And it would have been fun to see them race for that first place, but instead, second, third, fourth, going back and forth, even into the final game. It still made it very, very fun to watch, but certainly when you have 50 of the best trios in the world, literally anything can happen. So you're going to have underperformers and overperformers, and you could run 6 games again, and the results could be all jumbled up, right? You know, it just depends on the day you play on, and there's so much RNG and BRs. I never hold these kind of results really too heavily over someone's head. Of course, though, that does not take away from a dominant victory. They were by far and away the best trio throughout this weekend, and credit where credit is due when you have someone like Shifty, you know, throwback to the lie detector days. I mean, It's a crazy turnaround for a kid like that, and I owe an apology for even playing a hand in that because he has proven himself on LAN. No matter what you think about his history, you got to look towards his future and what he is going to do. And someone like Biffle, one of the most accused players in the entire game, proving yet again on LAN and taking the whole thing, and does not take away from Sage, by the way. All three of these guys playing out of their minds, and it's just so wild to see, especially in the Warzone space. You have two of the biggest accused players now winning the World Series of Warzone. What happens now with all the hacker hunters, right? Do they stop? No, probably not.
What about you, Shifty? What would you have to say? Because I know that even some of the professional Warzone players for a while were doubtful of you. So it's more so a testament to you. All the clout's going to go to Biffle because he was the more tagged person. But you honestly had more doubt around you in the community than anybody else for quite a while during Caldera.
Yeah, even leading up to this tournament, like pros that, some not qualified, some that didn't, they said like, oh, Shifty's just going to bomb it on LAN. Right, and I even said that we won a game. I said, you guys wanted me on LAN. Like, where are you guys now? What are you guys doing? Because you wanted me to, on this, in person, on a setup that I can't mess with, and you guys are just not showing up. If anything, all three of us showed up. He's been accusated. We've all been accusated. And I think, for the guys that make their job out of it, it's just like, it's corny. Like I'm young and I find that cringe. So like I couldn't imagine being a grown adult and still like doing that because they're sending a lot of hate. And they literally are informing a lot of people and making them think that we're something that we're not. And I mean, you can't take anything away from this win today.
But you had people like FIFA Killed taking to Twitter about this, saying maybe he wasn't, cheating after all. It's pretty crazy performance. Apparently him and Shifty actually talked before the event had even started. Then you had Mutex actually issuing an apology publicly, which I really got to respect. That takes a lot to do, especially because no matter where you are in the Warzone space, there's always going to be accusations. Even if you apologize, people are going to be like, why are you apologizing to a cheater? People are still going to believe he's cheating, even despite his past. I really don't care where you guys fall. It's all fair, just if you're gonna hate anybody, maybe throw it my way. But Mutex apologizing, that's pretty cool. As he said, today proved to me how close-minded and ignorant I was in the past. Shifty was one of the players I simply could not believe was legit. Today he made me realize that if you focus on yourself and nobody but yourself, you can achieve great things. I will apologize again for ever doubting you, Skill Kid. You really put on a show today. Congrats once again. And then this is leading to a bunch of you have pro players apologizing. You had DBZ. If you guys don't remember their drama, that was apparently beef squash before the event started. They did not have the best performance, but at the end of the day, can you really argue against the top 20 finish, I believe is where they fell. Again, 150 of the best players in the world. Will they stay together? Huskers making it in last second with a different team combination as well. Not really performing, but a lot of people had his number early on, and that kind of course, can stop your snowball as well. It's going to be crazy to see what happens after the event, but regardless of what you think the results, what surprised you, maybe what did not surprise you, you can't take away from the winning trio. They literally dominated, and it was very, very fun to watch. I just got back off last weekend watching Apex Legends ALGS Champs. Very, very similar kind of format. You just throw a bunch of highly skilled players into a map and see who survives. And I love this kind of style. I hope we get to see an influx of Warzone events in the future, especially with the release of a brand new Call of Duty and Warzone updates coming sometime soon. It should be a fun competitive season, and the giant question now is, which of these Warzone pros maybe think they can take on Call of Duty in a broader fashion or competitive landscape? That's going to be a video coming soon that's going to be so heated and such great talking points, so stay tuned for that one. What do you guys think of the World Series of Warzone? Till next time, drink up. Thanks for subbing. I appreciate that. We'll see you back here sometime soon.